All right, cool. So before you start, you definitely want to get a warm up in. I just do a 20-minute jog. While I'm doing the 20-minute jog, I'm doing like dynamic stretches, like figure four, whatever, over the hurdle, that sort of thing. Whatever dynamic warm up you want to do. But the one that I do while I'm actually jogging is trying to keep my heart rate in a zone 2, which will prime me for the workout that I'm about to do. And then making sure my body's all loosened up, like paying attention to my ankles, my wrists, chest, especially your hips. With this plyometric stuff, you're going to be doing a lot of hip explosion and that sort of thing. So like football, driving your hips through somebody, military stuff. I'm up, he sees me, I'm down doing bounding stuff when you get up and take off for that sprint again. Picking somebody up and slamming them, whatever you're doing out there, but that'll help. So make sure you get a good, at least a 20-minute warm up before you start. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my jog. Okay, I just got done with the warm up. 20 minutes, dynamic, like as I'm running around doing whatever, one-legged hops, some hip movements, ankles. After I get done with the warm-up, I'm changing my shoes because right now I'm using running shoes to do my running warm-up. When it's time to actually do the plyometric stuff, you should be in a flat shoe, like a basketball shoe. I wouldn't say Chuck Taylor's, but something along those lines, like skateboard shoe is better than wearing running shoes. It's like, instead of wearing combat boots, you're wearing flip-flops. You know, you want to make sure you have the right footwear for the type of workout that you're about to do. The reason why you don't want to wear running shoes is because they're real squishy, and you want to make sure that you're landing on something stable. You know, you don't want to land on a noodle, you want to land on something stiff, just like shocks in a vehicle, you know, whatever. So I'm changing out. I have these cross trainers. I love Under Armour stuff, so I'm always gonna try to use the Under Armour stuff, even though I have Nike socks. But I have these. You can see on the bottom, they call it the tri-base. So the bottom, it's supposed to be like here, here, and there is where you want your stability in a shoe. So it bends at the top for you so that you can have that flexibility. And then everywhere that you're supposed to have that stability and support, it's good for like hang cleans, box jumps, broad jumps, all that sort of stuff. The inside is reinforced for you to support all the power movements that you're going to be doing. So that's why it's important to have the right footwear before you get into these like jumping kind of stuff. I'll show you later too, for those of you that are still trying to live out the high school football dreams, like me, when you're old as shit and you still think you can run a 3.9 in the 40, put on some football cleats or your soccer cleats or whatever you got. Get out there on the field and you can do plyometric stuff out there too, because if you think about a football cleat or a soccer cleat, there's no cushion in it. So same concept. You don't want to go to kick the soccer ball and you're on a squishy plant leg, right? Squishy plant leg, you're going to tear up your knee while you're trying to kick the ball. So same thing. You just want to make sure you have the right footwear.
Cool. So this part of the video, we're going to get into the seated broad jump, the whole reason why we do it. The seated broad jump is to take away like the cheating aspect that we get of throwing our arms backwards before we actually do a broad jump. So like if you can try it right now in your living room, do not use your arms and jump forward. Now, after you do that, you probably didn't get too far. Now, like, cock your arms up, swing them back, and take off. You're going to launch out there. So, you can see when we're doing the seated broad jump, this is in slow motion just to show that full extension and everything. So, watch the arm swing. That forces my body to lean forward, and then I throw my arms forward and up, and that gives me the distance. So, right now on the seated broad jump, we are just training that front portion. We're not training the back portion of swinging the arms back and getting that like rocking motion and the elastic energy to help throw us forward. So we're negating that. We're taking that completely out. It forces us to be under load for a longer period of time. So just like time under tension, where you do squats for like a minute straight or something like that, or a pause squat, box squat. I don't really like box squat because it kind of messes up your back. You're putting 300, 400 pounds. It's compressing your spine. I don't really like box squats, but with this, it's the same concept, except it's a more dynamic movement where, watch how long I'm under load right here. I come off the rock and I'm sitting there for a little while before I actually propel myself forward. So doing these will help you to increase your broad jump. And then now we're doing just supplemental things. Our bodies are imbalanced. So here's me jumping off my left onto my right, and my left is definitely weaker, probably less not agile, dexterous. I don't have as much dexterity with my left leg as I do with my right. So you'll see I'm on my left leg for a while before I actually get off of it to jump. Right leg's a little bit better, but we're trying to put ourselves under that load for a longer time, and we're forcing one leg to take the whole entire force and impact of what two legs usually take. So we're overloading. When we do single leg things, we're overloading that one leg. This will strengthen the joints and tendons around the ankles and knees, that sort of thing, if you're doing it right. So you got to make sure that you're getting your appropriate rest, that you have like your 15 seconds in between, 15, 30 seconds, whatever you need in between, at least 15 seconds, so that you're getting quality reps and you're not popping your ankle out of socket when you jump too fast and you're trying to do this as a cardio workout. This is not a cardio workout. This is, you are focusing on getting your tendons, ankles, and athleticism, strengthening all that. That's why we're doing this right now. This is not a gasser. We're not doing a million box jumps in 2 minutes. That is not what box jumps are for, right? We're doing this to increase our athleticism. So the single leg stuff just helps to overload that. So now it's same leg. So same thing. You're just forcing yourself to strengthen those tendons. Instead of getting half the load, it's getting the full load. And then this is the fun stuff, man. This is why we are practicing what we're practicing, is to hit this broad jump. Holler at the pregnant lady up there. Load your hips up and then launch yourself forward. Now, you'll see when I'm doing the full broad jump without breaking myself on the box or rock, whatever over there, the step, whatever you want to use, the bench, I can load my hips and I can use that backwards arm swing to create a rubber band effect, like a rubber band elastic effect that helps to launch me even further forward. Watch. So you'll see, I'll slow it down. You can see, reach back and look at the elastic energy like a spring. I compress my body and then I'm out of there. So that helps a ton. But that's the whole purpose of this video, just to show the progressions of getting your broad jump farther, whatever test you're working on doing. Hopefully this video helps you out, but I'll let you check it out, let you see what else is going on. Appreciate you watching this. So that's it for the video. There's a few things you can see when I jump, my knees do come together. Well, first, I appreciate y'all for sticking around this long, watching the whole video. If you have questions, let me know. Shoot me a text if you have my number. Leave a comment if this is on YouTube. But my knees came together. That's not an ideal thing. The fastest way to from point A to point B is a straight line, and you don't want your knees coming in because then it's not a straight line anymore, right? You want to be as efficient as possible. So my knees should be staying straight. That's the goal. My feet, I'm already pretty duck-footed. I already walk like my toes point out pretty hardcore. So I already have my feet turned at a almost a 45-degree angle when I walk, and that's an easy way to fix having your knees come together when you squat or when you jump. But what you want to be doing is forcing your knees outward, like you're screwing your heel into the ground, away from the center of your body. So and that will help for you to engage more of your hips so that you can launch yourself out further, squat better, all that sort of thing. But yes, I do know my knees are pretty crappy in this, but we're all working on everything together. Put the cleats on to feel athletic, get that whole old man want to play football again type thing. And Adidas had these for, I love Under Armour, but like Adidas had these gold cleats, so that's why I popped these on. Pick these up. I use these for my sprints too. Like I'll do 20-yard sprints, 20-meter sprints, 300-meter shuttles, that sort of thing. I do it in cleats because it just makes me feel fast and like an athlete again. But like I said, I appreciate y'all watching this video. Hope it helps somebody. All right.